most dominant and most well-rounded welterweight on the planet. Nobody can stop me.
And his opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru Usman!
I'm the most dominant and most well-rounded welterweight on the planet. Nobody can stop me.
The pound-for-pound #1 fighter against the most popular fighter of all time. A fight that could potentially break all pay-per-view records might actually happen. The biggest superstar in the sport, Conor McGregor, has recently been teasing a move up to welterweight to fight the champion Kamaru Usman and become the first ever fighter to win a championship belt in 3 weight classes. This is a fight he wants for legacy, and Usman would definitely want for the payday. So this would definitely be a matchup to look forward to. So without further ado, we here at Athlete Central are here to tell you everything you need to know about it in this ultimate fight breakdown. Recent fights. Let's start off with Conor's 3 fights since his comeback in 2020. He first took on Cowboy Cerrone on the first UFC card of the year and absolutely dismantled the veteran. He threw some vicious shoulder strikes and landed a head kick half a minute into the fight, ending the fight with some punches and putting a stamp on his comeback.
How good does it feel to be back? Very good, Joe. You know, I made history here tonight. I set another record. I'm the first fighter in UFC history to secure knockout victories at featherweight, at lightweight, and now at welterweight across 3 weight divisions.
He then faced Dustin Poirier in a rematch of a fight that happened in 2014. The first round was very back and forth, but Conor was the more active fighter on the feet, tagging Dustin with several hard combos. Despite Poirier landing several hard calf kicks, Conor took the first round because he landed more significant strikes. In the second round, Poirier's leg kicks paid off, and McGregor had difficulty putting weight on the lead leg, opening him up to strikes up top, where Dustin eventually finished the fight after a vicious combination and strikes on the ground. In the trilogy fight at UFC 264, Poirier was dominating the fight and landing nice combinations to the point where McGregor shot for a takedown and Dustin ended up reversing the position and getting on top, landing some nice ground and pound with powerful shots before the doctor stopped the contest at the end of the first round due to Conor breaking his leg.
This is not over. If we have to take this outside with him, it's all outside. We don't give a.
So let's discuss Kamaru Usman's last 3 fights as well. Usman fought Burns at the start of 2021, a fight where he showed some vulnerability. Despite having almost 2 minutes of ground control time in the first round, Burns managed to rock Usman and wobble him for the first time in a long time. The champion bounced back in the second round, getting a knockdown and outstriking Burns 2-1. The start of the third round was the end of the competitive fight, as Usman landed a power jab and finished the fight in dominant fashion with some ground and pound. The next fight was only 2 months later against striker Jorge Masvidal. Usman took Masvidal down in the first round, landing 2 takedowns and having almost 2 minutes of control time. Then in the second round, Usman shocked the world by outboxing Masvidal and landing a beautiful right hand that knocked Gamebred out. After that fight, which was his 3rd KO TKO in 4 fights, people started putting respect on Usman's striking game.
Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all said y'all wanted violence. You're welcome.
His last fight was against the #1 contender, Colby Covington, which was a rematch of their first bout from 2019. Usman clearly won the first 2 rounds of the fight, making a great statement in the second round after managing to knock Colby down twice to the point of people calling for the referee to stop the fight. Colby came back strong after that and definitely won the 4th round, while the 3rd and 5th, they're definitely up for debate. However, Usman showed why he is the pound-for-pound #1 fighter on the planet. Attributes. In terms of anthropometry, we already know that Usman is the much bigger man. I mean, the champion is even bigger than some welterweight contenders, let alone a lightweight who used to compete at featherweight. Kamaru Usman is 6 feet tall, while Conor is 5 feet 9 inches. The Nigerian's reach advantage is not that big. He has a 76-inch reach advantage, which is only 2 inches longer than Conor's 74. Both fighters are meant to be in the prime of their careers. Usman is 34, while Conor is a year younger at 33. Striking. The expectations of these statistics is that Conor is going to be very superior in the striking department, and Usman is going to trump him in the grappling. So let's see if the statistics tell that same story. In terms of strikes landed, the Irishman lands 5.32 significant strikes per minute, a small amount more than Kamaru Usman, who lands 4.66 per minute. We expected this gap to be a bit bigger, but Usman has improved his striking as of late, and Conor McGregor isn't exactly a volume striker. He picks out the right opportunities and only delivers impactful strikes. This, however, is why it is surprising that his striking accuracy is lower than Usman's. He has an accuracy of 49%, while the Nigerian stands at 52%. This could be down to the fact that he lands a lot of strikes on the ground, where he is more likely to be accurate, but then again, not many of those are considered to be significant strikes. So maybe his striking has just been improved to the point where he is accurate on the feet. In terms of strikes absorbed, Usman is vastly superior. He only absorbs 2.59 significant strikes per minute, over 2 less than Conor's 4.66. This is due to his grappling-heavy fighting style. However, he also has a higher defense percentage, up at 58% compared to Conor's 54%. So it's safe to say that Usman is surprisingly very good in the striking department, at least statistically. In terms of power, it definitely has to go to Conor, since 19 of his 22 wins have come via KO/TKO. 9 of Usman's 20 wins have come in that fashion. One thing to consider though is that McGregor is the smaller man, so that power might not translate to the heavier weight class at 170. Grappling. In terms of grappling, we definitely expect Usman to have an overwhelming advantage, and in the first statistic, it definitely shows. Usman lands an average of 3 takedowns per 15 minutes, while Conor only lands 0.67 per 15 minutes. Now, it is important to note that he has only landed 5 takedowns in his UFC career, 4 in the Max Holloway fight and 1 in his next fight against Diego Brandao that was 8 years ago. So it's safe to say that Conor is not going to try any grappling in this matchup. Fun fact, Usman is such a good wrestler that he was close to making the Olympics back in 2012. He was a standout even in his early days, but due to injuries to his knees, his progress slowed down. He recovered in time for the trials, but it wasn't the same. He did not manage to qualify, and thankfully for all of us, decided to turn his attention fully onto MMA. When he does attempt it though, he is not unsuccessful. In fact, his takedown accuracy is up at 55% compared to Usman's 49%, which is surprising. Fighters probably expect the Nigerian to shoot, and that's why. In terms of takedown defense, Conor stands at 66% and Usman is at 100% on the official UFC site, despite the fact that many believe that Colby Covington took him down in his last fight. Neither man attempts submissions very often, both attempting 0.1 per 15 minutes. Both only have 1 submission win on their records, Usman with an arm triangle choke and Conor with a rear naked choke. Most likely, we are not going to see any sort of submissions in this fight. Prediction? The main defining factor in this fight is McGregor's size disadvantage. Usman is heavier, stronger, and taller. His wrestling might be the best in the UFC right now, and he has shown in his recent fights against Jorge Masvidal, Gilbert Burns, and Colby Covington that he has improved his striking significantly, and is not just relying on his wrestling. Conor has shown that he struggles with grapplers with good cardio. I mean, just look at the Khabib fight. Chad Mendes was doing well against him too until he tired out. Usman is a prime example of an athlete who can go 25 minutes without a problem. He is like a machine. McGregor can attempt to stop the takedowns, however, especially with the added weight of Usman, it is going to be very tiring to do, even if he succeeds in stopping him. Conor is going to waste more energy defending the takedown than Usman is trying to get it. And there's a reason that Dana does not really want to put this fight together, and the absolute worst scenario for the UFC would be for Usman to repeat what he did to Masvidal or Burns, knock Conor out. With Usman's power at 170, this could definitely be a possibility. The only path that we see to Conor's victory is a knockout, a perfectly placed strike, or a barrage of powerful shots that could rock Usman. McGregor definitely has the right technique and also the power in order to execute that game plan. However, he has to stop Usman's wrestling first. Conor would definitely be the best striker that Usman has ever faced, but he is smaller. His punches might not have the same impact on Usman as he is used to heavier hitters. Usman is on an incredible win streak and Conor is in a slump. This fight does not make the most sense in the world, but if Dana sees the money signs, he might just make it. The bookmakers currently favor welterweight champion Usman heavily at -500, while McGregor is a big +380 underdog. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Who would you guys put your money on? Drop your fight predictions in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an Athlete Central video. Until next time.